Hello. Testing. You're good. Hello there. My levels. Let's turn that. No, yeah, it's just 69. People are just gonna have to be quiet because.
And it's like my parents like what I'm saying is like that would be a whole like okay, so let me alright, yes, and then I'll two things. I told you about the big meeting. You're not going to be here on the 23rd, are you? I want to tell you something going to. Look at that. So then, yeah, that and then the day before, we're going to get a request.
Thank you. It's kind of tight right now.
Yeah, I'm good. After like adjusted, so.
Oh, you're Russian.
written by Ui-Seng François. This is as part of Ui-Seng's senior capstone and her project at the Peabody Conservatory. I am McKenna Charles. I am co-director of this program and also production manager. But first, before we continue, I would like to do a land acknowledgement. We learn, live, move, and play on the unceded lands of the Piscataway and Susquehanna nations. We acknowledge the settler colonial history and systemic inequities that continue to shape the present and future indigenous people who reside in Baltimore City, including Piscataway, Lumbee, and Eastern Band of Cherokee community members. May this public acknowledgement extend the ongoing conversation about our complacency as participants and beneficiaries of settler colonial ways of knowing and being. Thank you all for being here. We will be going on a journey, and we encourage you to take care of yourself and those around you along the way. If there is ever a time when you need to leave the space, please do so with care. In the case of an emergency, we will use the door in which we all entered. On the program, you will find a QR code that leads to various links, including the virtual program, with more details about the works and artists involved, as well as other resources to support. After the performance, there will be a brief talk back and a reception that will take place down the street. We hope you can join us. Again, thank you all for being here. I just have one more announcement. For those standing near any cameras, we are live streaming the event. So if you could just be mindful of being quiet and keeping your volume down so that the feed picks up Ui-Seng and the band members and not you, that would be great. Thank you so much.
What is it to live life in fear? Seeing images of my younger self strikes a nerve. Seeing her in her young, beautiful, open state, unaware of what would soon occur. I wish I could protect her. I wish I could warn her that she could somehow recognize when she never saw it coming. Even so, she knew. Cool. June 20th, 2021. It's summertime, baby! Oh. Hey! God, recent days have been hot. We've been feeling over 90 degrees and humid. The sun is beaming. But I'm grateful for these moments to sit and reflect. Right now, I'm chilling by the water. Took the harbor connector over to Locust Point where I find myself chilling in the shade with some lovely trees, green and elegant. Just finished meditating. Man, I'm grateful for this newfound independence. I'm back in my flow, you already know. I've been practicing getting my portfolio together. And overall, just been feeling grounded and on this path for balancing, socializing, and self. Feel like I've been in communication and conversation with the nature around me, the water, the trees, the winds. Overall, this summer, I'm feeling like a lot of Hey yo! Paula Sade, what's good? How are you? I'll bet. Did everyone make it home safe last night? Alright, cool. Oh, word? Was he there with you know who? I mean, to be honest, I'm feeling a lot better about the situation. I mean, ever since I let go and just, took a step away, I just feel like I've been in more alignment with what my spirit yearns for. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyway, how are you? Did everyone make it home safe last night? Well, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, word? Yeah, I'm okay. Why? I mean, to be honest, I'm feeling a lot better about the situation. Well, I mean, yeah, no, I hear you, but I also, I feel like you should tell me, I think. Anyway, how are you? Huh. I'm good. I know. But I don't, I'm okay. Why? Wow. He's okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you told me. All right, peace. I appreciate you for that. I don't. Bye. also has just a very strong intuition connection, you know, and she told me, she said, she had a vision of me, that there was this darkness coming, and she also said that I had another friend who had a similar vision of me in these dark chains, and I don't know, I mean, she said I would be okay, that I'll be okay, and she kept saying, like, you know, and I don't know what, and I have been having dreams, and I don't know, I just need to know, is it true? What do I do? June 22nd, 2021, things have been surfacing. I'm becoming aware that there is a darker energy intending to have control over me. Aunt C tells me how I must deal with it, that fear is not for me, remembering that what is light The light will always overpower the darkness, and knowing that what is mine, no one can ever take away. This darkness, I felt it. I've had dreams, visions, things that I've been too afraid to even think about, things that I don't understand. There's this intense reoccurrence of sexual trauma, rape, slavery, and even torture within the context of a captivity or a kidnapping. There's this intense reoccurrence of making deals with the devil or some similar type of energy, and I don't know if it's a past life, if it's ancestral, or if it's the future. I just feel that I'm in need of escape, of redemption. I want to be free. I want to be free. I'm free. My body is free. My mind is free. Who I am. My spirit, knowing I'm strong. I am powerful. Do not mistake my love for weakness. Love is strength. Love is light. And I am star high in the sky. I cannot be contained nor detained. I must know who I am and be grounded within it. I'm here to protect. I'm here to reflect. I'm here to transmute, to defend if need be. I'm a warrior. A warrior of light, a warrior of love, of emotion and vulnerability, of creation and art. I am Constance Ui-Seng François. I'm spirit. I'm star. Yo, mama, I just met the most incredible people. Yo, it's like I've been asking for guidance and the universe led me straight to them. Yo, these are my people. I mean, I feel like we're on the same wavelength, all about mind, body, spirit, holistic health, living off the land. And this is what they do. They're healers. And he's a spiritual advisor, a confirmed spiritual advisor. And he offered to guide me on my spiritual journey. I mean, isn't that amazing? He said, visit Poppy tomorrow, but what I came in here to tell you is that I can't go on the camping trip anymore. Yes, I know, okay, I'm sorry, I'll pay you back. No, I can't tell you that either. Look, the reason why I can't tell you these things right now is because this is my personal spiritual journey. Okay, the reason why I speak to him about it is because he's my spiritual guide. Look, you know me, okay? This is something I chose to commit to. And it's only for a month, okay? I'm just checking things out. Right, but I won't know if I go halfway, okay? Please, just tell our friends I'm sorry I won't be there. Hopefully I can make the next one. Did Mama tell you that? Look, I don't know who those women are, okay, but that is not what this is. And I'm not saying everything that glitters is gold, Papa. All right, but this is something that I need to do. Oh, come on. And yes, all of that stuff. I mean, all of that stuff is a part of the African tradition. All right, so I don't think it's wrong. What? Look, Papa. I'm an adult, okay? And I'm here for one reason, and one reason only, and he can help me get there. Please, Papa, just trust me. Calls me. He says, Spirit told me to call you. What's on your mind? Tell me everything, he says, like he always does. I say, I don't know about this. I mean, it just feels like a lot. You say that my spirit is open, that I have to go on spiritual quarantine to cleanse myself, but I mean, I don't understand how hanging out with my friends is bad for my spirit. I mean, like camping, I feel like being out in nature is a part of my spiritual nutrition. He says that's not how it works. Trust the process. I say, I want to do this the right way, but do I have to do it all at once? He compared it to going to church. Did I think that those who only went to church on Sunday versus every day reaped the same benefits? I don't know. He said, he understands my struggle, my doubts, my second guessing, what he calls the double mind, that I remind him of his own journey, but now he's made it to the promised land and he can't do the work for me. He says it's up to me, that I may not get a second chance, that he may not choose to work with me the next time I do decide to resume my spiritual journey. I say I'm not trying to stop my spiritual journey. I mean, I want to prioritize and still invest in spirit, but I mean, can't I do it progressively? He says, look, this is the real deal. You asked the universe for help, and here I came, flying in on a black Pegasus straight to your dungeon cell. Are you going to get on? Can I trust you? I asked. He says if he wasn't trustworthy, he wouldn't have been spiritually confirmed, that it was up to the spirits. I say because, I don't know, I'm weary of brainwashing, and it feels like there's something that you want from me. It's like after you help me, it's like You want me to be a part of your team of the light, and that's not my intention. I'm just trying to get free. It feels kind of cultish. He says, that's just social conditioning. That Ifa is a powerful tribe. That he wouldn't forsake me. I think about the potential. I mean, it's true. I did ask for guidance. And he came. I mean, I don't want to block my blessings, and I know I'm young, so maybe there's just, and I know that there's a lot that I don't know. So maybe I'm wrong. I mean, perhaps this spiritual journey is supposed to be challenging. I say, okay, Saba. I surrender to you. He says, thank you for trusting yourself. July 6th, 2021. Poppy came to the house last night. Mama told him about my plans to go to New York to pursue my studies in person. all they wanted to know was where I was staying and with who, but I didn't budge. I was advised not to. A thought that comes to mind, we always have a choice. And Sarah is playing mind games. I mean, whether or not it's for the right or wrong reasons, he is extremely smart and he knows that I'm hungry for knowledge. Perhaps this is leading me to be naive. And I can recognize the light in him, but also a kind of darkness, manipulation, and there's this savior's complex that's disturbing me. As Mama says, be weary of those who believe that their truth is the only and even original truth. I mean, to Sarah, everything that's not light is the devil. I mean, now I need to ask myself, do I really want to be like these people? I mean, there's no need to fix what's not broken. And before Sarah, I was not and am not dysfunctional like he tries to make it seem. But perhaps I'm headed down this path. I mean, with his culture foundation, I'm being sold. I mean, on this dream of fortification, protection, and personal powers. I mean, but then they say that things that I do, like lighting incense and burning candles and having an altar are all spiritual taboos, leading me to believe that by doing them, I'm making the spirits of my ancestors angry. I mean, all things I cannot see, yet I must believe. And I mean, perhaps they are intending to be supportive of you in their process, but I sense a lack of compassion. If I go down this path, I know I will be taken care of. But am I losing some sense of self in the process? But I know that there's strength in surrendering, in being humble. I mean, a kind of trust that indeed does leave one vulnerable. I mean, it is what it is. A spiritual cult, or a tribe, a community of people that I believe is doing good work, that is preserving important information about African spirituality, tradition, and identity. I mean, can their views be hard to grasp to a closed mind? Yes. But are they strong enough to overcome an open one? As Poppy says, I do foresee that the more I get involved, the harder it will be to get out. I mean, I can see how my mind has changed, but I'm receptive to change. So I must decide if this is what I truly want. What I need to focus on is one, not being afraid. And two, know who I am and what I stand for. I'm just here to learn. And one way I found I can do this is not to undress and be naked in front of him by reclaiming my body, despite what spirit may be telling me to do. But the thing is, like, I didn't feel any type of way about it. I mean, it didn't feel predatory. I mean, if anything, it was a sense of freedom, of purity. But that's where I fear the mind control or the brainwashing comes in. But, I mean, it is brainwashing. But this is all brainwashing, in a sense. And I know that there have been women who have gotten out. From what I hear about Sarah, about his previous clients who took him for granted or accused him of being inappropriate. I always want choice to leave. My truth is that I have been in need of spiritual guidance. I prayed for it. And overall, I feel I have much to gain from this journey. That what I'm worried could be lost can be found. If this is legit, and I can really learn spiritual knowledge, I mean, it's too good to pass. And if this is really some BS, a path to nowhere, well, I know I will have gained an important lesson because of it. I'm going to New York, and I'm going to tell, not ask, Sarah, that I need to let my parents know my travel plans. I ask for the wisdom know what is of my mind, what is for my mind, and what is of another's that has no place in my own. May I always be diligent and intentional throughout the process. May I move with courage and conviction. And may I always have awareness of the situation that I'm in and my place within it.
Sorry I missed your call. Just leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks. Bye.
Hey, Bailey, Bob. Just calling to check on you, see how you're feeling this morning. Alright, that's all. Just calling to check on you, see how you're doing. Alright, give me back. Talk to you later. Love you.
Sweet. I know you said you wanted to take some time for yourself, but if you're free on Friday, they're having a little kickback, and I would love to see you there. All right, peace.
So y'all calling check in? You know, we spoken well. It's been good. Had that show last night. I ain't supposed to be there, but it was crazy. But yeah, continue to do though. Get back like you can. And then it's Bucky. I hope all is well. You put it online and I'm checking in. Just be able to do anything. Everything's good. Right? And all right, back at you, okay? All right, everything is good, my way. Just checking in. What do you like?
Hey, Louise. It's Leah. I just got back to Baltimore, and I'm just ready.
How we saying?
We were wondering if you wanted to go to the watering hole sometime this week. Haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, we've been using some relaxation. You know, you might need some too.
I hope you're doing okay. Okay, love you. Always right.
Love you.
Bye. Okay.
Yo, Lee, yeah. I was texting you, didn't hit me back. Just text me back, right? Alright. See you.
No? Ui-Seng. Yeah, Ui-Seng here. No?
Constance, hey, it's me, Papi. You haven't returned any of my calls. I need to talk to you. It's so important to talk.
Ui-Seng.
Yo, Ui-Seng, you got to text me back. Yeah, we haven't heard from you in a few days. Like, we're gonna worry you. Can you just please just text us back?
Hey, Louise, the one just told me what's going on. I was trying to just speak to you to see like what's going on through your head. She's really worried about you. Whatever you hear, please go ahead and give me a call back.
Well, it's not funny, brother. I haven't heard from you. I just have to text. Just give me anything. Just a message. Just let me know that you're okay. I don't need to know all the details. I'm not trying to know that. I need to know that you're okay. Okay, you got me tripping right now.
July 7th, 2021. I am fortified as I walk in the light, the less fight is felt. I am newly born. I went through the changing of the skin ritual and freed my spirit from the devil. As I embrace these new blessings, I give thanks for my divine masculine, Sarah, my sister wife, Akushwa. As we continue to build culture foundation together, I give thanks for this newfound knowing, trusting, and the elimination of the double mind. Forwards ever, backwards never. Forwards ever, backwards never. God is great all the time. Kuchuba. Give thanks. Kuchuba. Dance. Bro, I'm so happy to see you. I'm sorry I've been out of touch. Alright, but I'm here now. How's Apo and Akong? I know. I hear you, bro. But they don't understand. I can't even talk to Mama without her blowing up in my face. And Papi, I can't trust Papi right now. Bro, so many things have come to light. Things that are gonna be hard to believe, and I can't tell you all the details, but I can tell you more than before. When I was in New York, I received an oracle reading, and I found out that when I was a baby, my spirit got sold to the devil. And that explains my dreams. And that's why I can't trust Papi right now. But I went through an Ifa ritual to free my spirit. So I'm good now. I'm more than good. No, I don't plan on coming back home. I found my spiritual family, bro. I don't know how else to say this other than I'm in a new stage in my life. My things are just different now. Who, Sarah? Sarah is my life partner. Yes, that's true. But I already made my promise. That money is an investment, bro. I'm investing into my spirit, into my life. It's something that's priceless. No, I didn't realize that, but it doesn't matter. More will come. The mutual exchange rests on the fact that there's more than one form of currency, bro. You know that. I didn't think of that. Well, yeah, I know. I was trying to remember. August 3rd, 2021. I made it to Cincinnati. I'm here helping out my brother for a couple days, look after my grandparents. It was a plan that I planned a long time ago. I just had a conversation with Evans. You know, when I saw him, he listened patiently and asked questions. When I told him that Sarah is my life partner, he said, Ui-Seng, I'm not even the same person that I was 3 months ago. I mean, this dude could be your life partner, but you don't have to make that decision right now. It's true. And when I told him about the money, he said, did I realize how much that was, especially because, when I was in Cincinnati, my spiritual family had asked me for more, and he said, yo, you could have taken multiple trips around the world if you wanted to, or buy houses. And then when he said, the fact that this is a mutual exchange, that there's more than one type of currency, my brother, he said, well, if his energy is his currency, then why isn't yours? My brother, he was asking me logical questions. He brought into perspective logic and reasoning, things that I learned to shut down only listening to spirit and my spiritual guides. But little by little, things are falling into place. I mean, the inconsistencies. I mean, all of the things that rubbed me the wrong way, the hierarchy, the misogyny, all of the red flags that I neglected resurface. It's clear. You betrayed me. I'm realizing that all of the things that you told me about in the oracle reading that you gave to me, y'all have been actively doing that shit. And then I think how? I mean, you wouldn't do anything to intentionally hurt me. No. You knew. You knew this shit was premeditated. The reality, the proof is in the reality of the situation. I became convinced. Convinced that everything I had believed to be true for my entire life had been a lie. So I had no one to turn to but you. My guide. My savior. I handed you everything. I told you everything that was on my mind about my fears, my dreams, my friends' visions. You crafted the narrative. 3 months. 3 months of receding boundaries, sacrifices forged in isolation. 3 months of shutting down everything I had built myself up to be. 3 months of my trust and transparency. I fully surrendered to a stranger. You and your God and your devil. Nah, that's not my reality. And it just so happens to go like that because you went flat and you have failed. I mean, not only that, I was living my best motherfucking life. I mean, who are you to come into my life and tell me that I'm not living my best life? That there's something more, that there's something greater. Making me take for granted all that I have. I'm seeking more. That's what got me there. Seeking more. You betrayed me. I betrayed my family. loving me unconditionally, even after what I've done to you. Thank you for your trust in me. I give thanks for this lesson. I understand the choices that I've made. I gotta take accountability for my actions. But I know I can't trust anything that they say. So if that ritual wasn't to free my spirit, then what was it for? Mama, I'm scared of the karma. Mama, I want to ask for justice, but I'm afraid of what that means. My hands are not clean. Look at what I've done. I want to ask for justice, but what if... Poppy, I don't know what to do. I mean, like you said, I walked straight into their trap. I'm the one who gave my own freedom away. You know, I don't know if I can get it back. I feel like they put something inside of me, something that's taunting me, tempting me. I don't know what to believe anymore. Poppy, it's like I don't even have the will to fight. And I don't know why. I just inspired me. Eyes lost. Eyes lost in the window. Mind bleeding. I feel guilty? Am I worthy of being free? Is a real question. Eyes lost in the window, mind bleeds when your heart knows. Tell me, is that really what I came for? Is this really what I came for? Onward when the wind blows, I'm feeling low. Can you come and find what I came for? Said I'm looking for what I came for. Coming up now, high enough now. Got lost, that's okay. Coming up now, high enough. Feet can touch the ground. Set a course, we're on our way. I get lost to find my way. I hear you, I'm near you. I feel you, I'm near you. I see you, I see you, I see you. I'm near you. Coming up now, high enough now. Got lost, that's okay. I get lost to find my way. Coming up now, high enough. Feet can touch the ground. Set course, we're on our way. In my mind, a brand new day. In my heart, a brand new day. In my arms, a brand new day. My soul, December 10th, 2021. For my life's sake, I know what I know. That the more control I give these fearful thoughts, the realer they become. And I know my heart. I know my intentions have been pure. Mama reminds me, anybody can be talking out their ass. And why should their truth weigh any more than mine? Poppy reminds me of my own power, that I'm protected. I still don't know what I'm up against, what unforeseen spiritual things I may have gotten tangled up in. But My brother, he brings me back to earth. He says, yo, we focus on right now. Right now, you good, you home. And I know he's right. I can't keep giving these thoughts power, living in fear, being paranoid. If I'm gonna believe in anything, I'm gonna believe in myself, where I know to be true. Focus on the positive and stand firm. Stand firm on my foundation. We still healing, knowing who I am, and having the courage to believe in myself has been my most powerful tool. My brother says, yo, take it easy, take it day by day. You just went through a crazy experience. Give yourself time to heal. He offered me grace, which led to my strength, and little by little, prison gates opened, the chains dissolved, the voices in my head go quiet because I stopped listening, and I begin to walk freely, to settle back into my soul. Faith, persistence, just keeping on. To my younger self, I'm proud of you. You did what you had to do, and we're okay. We are okay. We're okay. We are loved, we are protected, and we have work to do. I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the fact that I'm not the only one. But there are so many more out there like me who are still lost to the world and to themselves. But this relationship dynamic exists beyond a cult. There were stories of other women, broken bits and pieces that I gathered during my time with them. The stories of the women who didn't last in their grasp, the women like me who accused Sarah for being unjust or untrustworthy. There was a woman who Sarah had suggested mirror meditation to, where she was expected to stand naked in front of a mirror to reflect upon her reflection. When she called him out for being a motherfucking creep, ooh, he was offended. And how could this woman think that that would give him any pleasure whatsoever? And then there's me, who let him in way too quickly, even though in my heart I knew I wasn't ready. He implored it was for my own well-being that he, with his majesty, could help with the healing. I wish he never got to experience my body. And then there was a girl, the one who left school to pursue spirituality with them, the one who was tossed aside the moment she needed the most, the one who Sarah swears had never had sex with, though she did polish his crown. She was 18. It all sounds so crazy now, but at the time that I heard these stories and experienced it myself, he could do no wrong. And what of a Kushwa? My so-called sister who resides at his side. Where was she when that young girl went down on her knees? give to those whose love, generosity, and trust were taken advantage of and exploited, to those who ever felt guilty for setting boundaries, to those who were misled to believe that you are anything less than who you are. To those who ever second guess the truth that lies in our hearts. the journey of healing. So much more happened before today. And that's how I remember, going through it again and just realizing. But anyway, I just want to say thank you all. I'm going to take a second. I'm going to change real quick, but we'd love to, hear your thoughts. Everyone that's here to experience this with me. We'll have a brief talk back and then we'll have a reception back to the
Find out.
I just want to give a shout out to my dear friend Riley, who crafted and designed this. Sharing thank you, Riley, for doing that. Any, I guess just, any thoughts?
I just love you. That's it.
I have a question. I'm curious, based on your experience of putting it to the play and dance and music, if you feel more liberated from what happened.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was actually just talking to McKenna in the back, our production manager, holding it down. Just like doing it today, you know, and especially like in the second act, how personally I was, you know, feeling a little disconnected and kind of like, oh man, like it wasn't how I planned, or there are, you know, times in the past where I'd gone through it and I felt more emotionally connected, but, you know, I didn't really let it take me down because I was like, you know, in a way this performance isn't really the point, you know, it was the process of creating the thing and going through and Jay, you know, the minister is here, but, you know, brought up, you know, RAIN, this idea of recognize, acknowledge, investigate, and then nurture, you know, as a process. And so that was definitely a part of my process. So in short answer, yes, it was absolutely part of my healing experience.
Well, first of all, just so much gratitude to you, Ui-Seng, for sharing this with us, and to you and your family for making sure you're here to do it. We're so glad, so grateful. My question for you, you know, your mom really beautifully wrote that you are an open soul. And I guess I want to know, after having gone through this journey of putting up necessary boundaries, have you been able to retain that open soul still?
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, like, I don't even think of it as boundaries, really.
I use that word because you used it in the show.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, but in a way, it can be like when as necessary.
Yeah.
As necessary.
Okay.
That's how it's feeling. You know, like I'm reminded, you know, to, you know, it's okay. You know, like stay open. I don't need to be closeted. This is like something that, you know, occurred to me just like during my own healing process. Like it's okay. You don't have to shut yourself out, but just, you know, it was a lesson. Learn the lesson, you know, and carry it with you as you move forward and do whatever you do next. You don't have to shut down, but I'm smarter now. So I'm scared for that. Yeah, there were moments of fear, of being worried about like, oh my gosh, I didn't know it was about that. I was completely clueless, like what could be coming next, you know, that I'm completely clueless about. Like, that was definitely a fear that learning to overcome that, you know, it's also been a process.
I'm just curious how long after you went through that period of 3 months, you call it that, you went through that experience after you felt like you wanted to make something about it. And like what, did you feel, yeah, how it came about, and also the process of being vulnerable about it, and so just like
like just like, coming to terms with myself, and just like whenever I'm freaking out about something, I journal. And I was journaling about it, about a specific experience during that time, and I was like, yo, this kind of sounds like it could be a monologue. And it was also the time where we were having to like brainstorm ideas for our senior capstone, and I was like, I think I know what my senior capstone is going to be about. And then from there, it kind of was lighting this fire, just like, yo, yeah, because it was this whole thing of like, damn, this shit just went down, and nothing's going on about it. Like, again, like, I can't go to the law enforcement. It's technically all consensual. It's all just psychological, manipulation. Like, it's not illegal. I mean, yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I was like, nah, like, I want people to know what happened. I can't just let this shit slide, knowing also that I'm not dealing with that shit happen all the time. You know what I mean? And then there were times, like after the workshop performance, when I kind of just did Act 1, kind of leading into it all, and afterwards, throughout the creative process, there were definitely lots of doubts where I was like feeling really vulnerable. I was like, man, I don't know if I want to share this. It just feels like a lot. I feel so open, but ultimately, I decided to stick with my initial intention.
I love that you were using your guitar and using your voice throughout the whole performance. It was really, I really enjoyed that.
Hi, the music was terrific also, and just interested in your process of working with the musicians and developing the music.
Yeah, you want to say anything about that?
Well, I'll just say that it was really easy to work with Ui-Seng, and she had a very clear picture for us of what she wanted, and just was able to articulate the feelings that she wanted the music to emote. Yeah.
So it definitely started with like a seed and an idea, just like hearing something, and then also like some of it was also just like the other like original songs that came about during the healing process, and then they were just kind of, like the amazing musicians they are, was able to like riff off of that and flow. But yeah, I have an amazing, team of collaborators, like musicians that are working with, just so open and generous with their time and creativity. It was easy, just kind of like saying this is the vision, or even if it's just like a sound, it was like or like opening the door, kind of like using metaphors in a way, and they were able to interpret it into music.
Hi, Ui-Seng.
Hi, Priya.
That was amazing. Dancing with you from when we were kids to seeing you do this now. I haven't seen you perform since we were children, so like seeing you do this and your contemporary and creating that story into something beautiful. And I just wanted to say, like, sometimes we go through things and we don't know why we go through them until after we go through them, and the lessons and the things that we learned, and it was very relatable. I just want to say, I'm so glad I was able to come to experience this with you and everyone here.
Thank you for being here. Yes.
During that 3-month period, you mentioned that there were like parts of you that you had to sort of shut down. The distance and the isolation from your family and whatnot. Were you able to dance? Were you able to sing? Were you able to journal? Like all the things that like seems as very grounding to you, were you able to still connect in that way? Or was it just like,
no.
Okay.
I wasn't dancing. I tried, but then I didn't feel comfortable. And then even like writing, like during the time, it's like listening to spirit, and like spirit was telling me to not write, even though I really wanted to write. So I didn't write, and then, and then singing. Like I remember, like when I first arrived in Cincinnati, but back with my family, like I was like riffing, and like trying to like play guitar and improvise, and it was just sounding off and ominous. I don't know, it was weird. It was weird, but no, it wasn't. I wasn't really flowing with my own spirit.
And what was the process like coming out of it? Like, I feel like reconnecting to yourself. Like, what was that like? Just
to like that part of me, in terms of like those. It was just like a, I would say like a relief, like a floodgate opening type of thing. You know, just like the gratitude, like after the fact, like, oh, like I'm free, like, yo, like actually, like I actually can just live life how I want to live my life. I don't have to conform to this thing to try to be spiritual or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I can live freely, you know, but yeah. And then a lot of the music, actually, the music from this play were songs that came during that reclaiming. So all of the songs that you heard, you know, that you heard me singing on, those are all things that came during my healing process. So it was a way of processing.
So I found it really interesting and really powerful that how your story showed like the pursuit of spirituality and virtue can really lead us down some dangerous paths. So I wanted to ask you, for anybody that also has to do with that pursuit of spirituality, what would you ask them? What would you tell them in that journey?
Let me see. It's connected to what my mom said, you know, in just terms of just like you know, anybody could say anything, you know, about, you know, whatever, and just, you know, that confidence of like, this is it, like this is the only way, this is the way it is. I mean, I guess all in all, I would say, you know, we're all on our own journeys. We're all gonna need different things at different times, you know, I think, and I mean, that's a big one. You know, and I feel some type of way, even, you know, about suggesting that type of thing to another person because it's so personal, and I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? But I feel like we all know what feels off. So being mindful of that, trusting yourself, you know. Trusting yourself, knowing yourself, and yeah. But anyway, let's continue the conversation because I got to think about that one.
I have a question.
Yes.
Hi. So I just want to say you're so beautiful, Ui-Seng. Your story is so relatable, and you're so young still, and the fact that you have learned such big life lessons. And it just tells me what a beautiful person you are inside and out. And I'm just wondering, along the line of his question, where are you now in your spiritual journey?
Trying to be courageous. Just trying to be brave, you know, especially when facing like my own fears and like self-doubts. I'm at a place where like I've restored faith. You know, whatever, how that means to me, like restoring faith in the sense of just like, you know, this idea, you know, of just like choosing what to believe, you know, that there's so many possibilities of what could be true. So for me, part of my healing journey was like, well, let me focus on, you know, my ideal reality, what like I hope to be true, like all of these thoughts, you know, spiritual thoughts. So anyway, just like choosing to, my train of thought is going in circles. But yeah, just restoring faith that, you know, everything's gonna be okay. I'm protected, you know, I got, you know, I've restored faith in for me, my ancestors, my guides, my angels. I always just ask for guidance. I ask for protection, and that's the best I can do, you know. And just try to live fearlessly, and then just have faith that I'm protected, that I've got, and whatnot, but also having faith in myself where, like, if some shit were to go down, like, I gotta hold that shit down. You know, I gotta shut that shit down, you know, on sight. You know what I mean?
On
like,
sight.
you know, and kind of just having faith in myself and just like taking it really just like day by day. Like I'll cross that bridge when I get there. That's kind of like how I've been dealing with my fear in a sense.
Yes, Ui-Seng. That was amazing. Like, and I'm so incredibly impressed. Like your awareness of your space and how you used it, and when you added the music in, and when you showed the emotion of your anger, I felt it. I really felt it. Like when you was fighting the air, I feel like everybody's been there. Like where you just can't take it emotionally, like physically, like your mind just can't take it, and you just take it out on the air. And I really felt that all the way. That was amazing. Your awareness of space without mistake was flawless.
Thank you, Peabody.
Yes. It's me. So I will speak on behalf of Peabody here. Ui-Seng was awarded a grant from our office to do this presentation. From the time I got to Peabody in 2021 in the fall, and I ran into her in the hallway, and you had on those Haiti earrings. Yeah. My question for you. So speaking of the motion and the awareness and the fighting, one thing I kind of learned about you along the way, you have a little martial arts in you as well. And so I love seeing all of you, like all of the artistic of yourself, inclusive of that, in the space, and to exemplify and communicate your message today. My question for you is, what might you say, since you've gone through the process now, and also you've gone through school as well, what might you say to a younger artist, both of these schools actually, in this hall, these halls and the other halls, to a younger artist that is about the use of art? Like, what can we do? How much did you learn about how art helped you through this process and what you can do with it?
Yeah, I think for me it's so integrated into my being. Like, yeah, you mentioned like we're here at Baltimore School for the Arts, you know, this is like my home. Like I studied here, I performed in this space, and I was a little twig, you know, when I was younger. So like, you know, I didn't really go, you know, far, you know, in terms of just like, you know, where I'm at right now. And like all that you mentioned, like the dancing, the music, like the martial arts, like are a part of my life and have been integral to just my healing process. Like I would say, you know, for me, you know, if we could stop or just be mindful of like separating ourselves from art, you know, from the art that we create. Like I feel that it's one and the same. It's you know, a form of expression like anything, you know, of just who we are, you know, and so I feel it's a part of just of living life and kind of like manifesting, just bringing into the space, you know, a part of you, you know, and you know, in terms of community, yeah, I mean, that's how we connect, you know, yeah.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
I was wondering about the voice sales, if they were actual voice sales you received or therapy creations, like
Yeah, I think it was a mix of both. It was a mix of both, but mostly my intention with that was because I knew that was happening either after the fact, and then also during it, just like going on airplane mode, turning off my location services, like being completely cutting off from everything and everyone, and receiving text messages that were automatically deleted on my part, you know, from my friends and family. So yeah, it was a mix of both, but I brought it in, and then I had to like call my friends like, yo, can you record this real quick? Remember that time? Yeah, you should. I'm really grateful to like, you know, people for coming, you know, through and, you know, being a part of that process.
Yeah, she reached out to me. She's like, Bucky, I need to be an actor. That night when you come to me, I need to do it like that.
So, yeah, I mean, like, so my family definitely went to see this with me. Just so grateful. Yeah, and then I think maybe just one more or two more.
I have two questions for you. First of all, it was really amazing. My first question is, you know, how are you not bruised from the floor. I just, every time you fell down on it, I knew it was on purpose, but it was just like, oh God. And then my second question is, you know, for the pure imagination scene, how did you prepare emotionally to perform something so vulnerable for, you know, a mix of not only people you know, but maybe some people you don't know, and also your family?
Yeah.
I'm just curious about that.
Yeah, I didn't really give that too much thought. I think for me, it's all kind of like, look, man, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, like it is what it is. I knew I didn't want to be booty butt naked.
Right.
But yeah, I just felt like, yeah, I didn't really consider that.
I thought maybe since you're a dancer, it's not.
Yeah, and I feel like it's probably part of that too. You know, we wear all kinds of like costumes for this. Yeah. Thank you. We have one more?
Thank you. Hi. Thank you for sharing this performance. It was just very amazing. Your energy was very palpable. Even up here, like you brought me to tears a few times. And it was dope seeing the preview at the Kinetic Energy event to see the full version now. My question, I wanted to know if you, however much you're comfortable saying how you feel now after the culmination of it, like post-performance.
Yeah.
Do you feel free?
Yeah, it was intense creating this piece. Like, even as like, all people in like my ensemble too, like I was always just like, or even just like friends, like I gotta work on this or I gotta do that. So it's just like the past year and a half of just constant, you know, just focus in. So like, I'm really grateful because, you know, I learned, you know, critical dance studies just from Urban Bushwomen and other dance artists, just like, it's not about the product, it's about the process. You know, it's about the process. And so like, going through that process is like really, you know, 90% of it, you know, and so I'm grateful that process is done. I'm grateful to have been able to share it, you know, and kind of fulfill, you know, actualize the vision. Always feels great, you know, it's like, wow, we did this, you know, we planned it, we envisioned it, and we did it, so it feels good, so I'm ready to let it go. Yeah, I'm still deciding if this is something I want to continue, like, you know, to keep and bring back again, but I'm not really thinking about that in this moment, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm just grateful it's done, and I definitely feel more liberated, more grounded in like just, especially because when I was making it, like still having the superstitions, you know, from that time, you know, anytime I would doubt myself, I'm like, oh my God, like that's them, you know, that's them in my head, you know, and just really kind of believing that, you know, too, and just, you know, feeling grounded. So just like doing this piece, especially towards the end, and just like affirming, you know, my healing process. Hosting us and out of the building.